2 Samuel 22:26 through 34. With the merciful you show yourself merciful. With the blameless man you show yourself blameless. With the purified you deal purely. And with the crooked you make yourself seem torturous. You save a humble people, but your eyes are on the haughty to bring them down. For you are my lamp, O Lord, and my God lightens my darkness. For by you I can run against a troop, and by my God I can leap over a wall. This God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord proves true. He is a shield for all those who take refuge in him. For who is God but the Lord, and who is a rock except for our God? This God is my refuge and has made my way blameless. He made my feet like the feet of a deer and set me secure on the heights. So the part I want to focus on, because the result is great, is the result of what I want. But the part I wanted to focus on was these comparisons, with the merciful you show mercy. You show yourself merciful. With the blameless man you show yourself blameless. With the perfect you deal purely. And with the crooked you make yourself seem torturous. And just for the sake of this video, I want to focus on with the crooked you make yourself seem torturous. So with that in mind, let's look again at the video. So I want to make this smaller. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there we go. I'll figure it out. So we gotta do this one that way now. Oh, I did it. Check this out.
Hello everyone, thank you for being with us today. I'm going to take just a couple of minutes to explain to you an ongoing problem that we have done everything in the world we could to correct. We started out with education. In addition to education, we tried to be friendly. We tried to coach. We tried to counsel. We pled, we begged, we did everything we could in order to get people to comply.
See, this is where it makes me think of that first part, because, see, he talks about how they tried to use, non-hostile means to correct this problem, which is pretty gross.
On the lakes, on the chain of lakes, and specifically Lake Winterset, and even more specifically an area they call the Point. We realize you go out on the boat to have fun. We realize you go out to be with your family. But there's a few people who do things that's so outrageous that it shocks the community. And let me give you some examples of conduct that we saw prior to just this weekend. And at one point in time, I did a video or a piece and showed a picture of someone defecating in someone's yard. And I got all of this, but they were in the bushes and all that. You're in somebody's back.
So, I'm going to probably skip over what he shows next, because it's not necessary. I mean, because if the scenario is there's, and you'll find out later in the video, but there's these lakes in Lakeland, and there are these people that gain access to somebody's backyard from the lake, and there's an ordinance where if you're in the water, you're good. You can be and I mean these people's property butt up against the lake. But what these people are doing is coming up on land and doing and defecating in people's yards is the least worst thing that occurs. Just follow your mind of logic. These are men and women and family, or people, male and female, and so there's all kind of fornicaboodleating going on right out in the open. So anyway, that's the gist of that. So I figured out how to do it, but all right. So here he is. He explained the severity of what was happening, and now he's putting up here these no trespassing signs, and the purpose of me comparing these two things is because of the idea, the theology that God has ordained this man's office. Regardless of the man himself and his imperfections, God has ordained this office as a tool to restrain sin in this world. So I want to make the statement that in terms of law enforcement, corruption and human nature and all that aside, when God decides to work through these offices that he has established, it doesn't matter whether the sheriff is corrupt or a criminal himself. When God decides to act, he can make a man do what he wants to make a man do. And I feel like, I don't know this man, but I feel like that in this office he has been given this authority, and he's going to exercise that authority. Now he has reached the limits of his own ability to endure it, but now it's just an interesting thing that I see here, and it really makes me just in awe of God, and just so very grateful that when he sees fit to intervene, it happens kind of like this. This is kind of a micro view of the day of the Lord. This is like the day of Sheriff Judd, I think. So I will have part 2. I want to keep doing this, but I'm just trying to get my format straight, and I thought I would go ahead and just try something, and it seems to have worked pretty good. But it's I want to share my thoughts as a fellow believer in Christ, and I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. So God bless everybody, and if you would like to watch, please feel free. The interesting video. Let me get over here and get it. This one right here. And hold on 1 second. I got my stuff up here now. So I was gonna say I wanted to start it by reading this. Whoa. It's in my head, man. It's in my head, man. Come on. So this, if I can make it bigger.